on the AOL.
You gotta read all their stuff.
Ma'am?
Then you have to read all their stuff, and they want you to reply, and you gotta, yeah. So.
And you got to be, if those of you who have access to any of the social media, you have got to be careful what you put on there.
Yeah.
Because some of that stuff can come back to haunt you. Big time. Because the technology has advanced so that you can go into what we call a wild card search and pull up every website that a person has been into. That's what a lot of younger people don't realize. So what is happening is that the word of the Lord does not have the same impact upon the lives of some of the young people that it should. Because for long life and heaven and wonderful days, he says, keep these words. He keepeth the paths. Oh, I'm in the wrong one, I'm sorry. Said, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord, and depart from evil. This is a challenge to you. Fear the Lord, and depart from evil. You know, one of the worst moments I ever got in my life, and it's just as if I got whipped yesterday. I went into a supermarket and took a string bean. One string bean. And stuffed it in my mouth and started chewing on it. And my mother came up to me and said, what do you have in your mouth? And here my jaws are full with this string bean. And I said, nothing, Mama. She didn't wait until she got home. She whipped me right there in front of all those people. Boy, she was just laying me out. And I asked, what did I do wrong? And Mama called me a rogue. Now, a rogue is somebody that's a thief and a liar. And I asked her, why did you have to get a whipping? She says, I have to implant in you what it means to follow and to be self-protecting of your own self. So that's one of the reasons why it says here, then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment and equity and fairness. But he also picks it up and says, be not wise in thine own eyes, fear the Lord and depart from evil. It shall be health to thy navel and marrow to thy bones. Honor the Lord with thy substance and with the first fruits of all thine increase. That means that if you make something, you ought to remember God with it.
Yes, sir.
Whether it's little or much.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to finish with this. That was a concept that was sometimes difficult for me to understand. That I should give money to God. But it seemed like I didn't have enough money for myself. Anybody been there? Anybody been there?
Yeah.
So I used to borrow God's money. Say, I'll pay it back down the road. Here it is 50 years later, and I still owe God.
Well,
You can't beat God's system for blessing you.
That's right.
The reason why the church has to have money because it has to sponsor many of the things that you may be a product of receiving. So whether it's little or much, it says here, honor God with the best. Not after you have spent $100 shoes and all that sort of stuff. You know, this word is so simple if you read it and do it. Okay, all right.
Amen. So God bless Pastor Carter.
Amen.
So the subject would be follow the rules. And believe the detour sign. 20 miles down the road and you find out there's a reason. I didn't get quite 20 miles down the road, but the other couple times I said, there's got to be a way.
That's right. That's what I said.
That's the whole reason you got to turn back. And as Sting said in one of his songs, you remember our church, what did he say? As I traveled along the roads I once knew, I recognized the fields where I once played. Had to stop in my tracks for fear of walking on the mines I laid. So we praise God for such a word this morning of encouragement to remember there is not only a blessing in following the word, the blessings are specific, long life.
Yes.
God gets involved in ensuring that we have a good life when we follow His word. Amen?
Amen.
And that's what we want to do. That Sister Carter is one of the greatest singers that I have ever known. And I don't know if she will be kind enough to grace us with a song this morning, but Sister Carter, if these people